Happy Sunday, everybody. Alright, so here's a video I was thinking about making for a couple of days now. Um, every time I turn on the radio, I think of this. Get my hat straight here. Get my head on right. Okay, so basically, I've been doing ham radio for like over 10 years now, which is not a long time considering how many crusty dinosaurs there are on ham radio still. But I feel like it's safe to say I represent the younger side of ham radio because I'm under 50 for the rest of this year. Anyway, until my birthday. Being Generation X, and barely that, I guess. I'm not a boomer, and I'm not like, what do they call the other one, the silent generation. So, I make up a very small percentage of amateur radio. And I'm the last generation of people that are interested in radio, for the most part. I make up the last generation of people that were exposed to CB radio at their height, at their time. I'm the last generation of people that were around before the internet, before cell phones, before CDs, before a lot of the technologies. I'm also one of the generations that has seen the collapse of lots of different things, which makes my generation unique. And my perspective is definitely different than the boomers. And my perspective is definitely different than the millennials. Now, there is a certain kind of cutoff with the millennials. There's a few, like they call them zennials or whatever there. They, like my wife, she's a few years older than me, or excuse me, younger. So she's technically a millennial, but more Generation X, really. Anyway, we wouldn't get into all that. But the thing is that my perspective of what I see on ham radio is that it's absolutely fucking dead and it's dying. There is nothing on the fucking radio. If I turn on the radio and I want to do anything, I have to do FT8. If I want to have a rag chew, there's like one or two groups I can pick on 80 meters. And if you don't like those people in that group, well, you're either going to talk to them or yourself. And on 40 meters, there's like maybe one or two groups. And I'm talking like local kind of rag chew groups. And Arizona is not small. So, yeah, I think ham radio is dying. I think it's dead. I think it's done. That's my opinion.